So as well as your contribution, the skills and experience that you have, you need to communicate that. And you need to communicate it authentically and with integrity. It's not just a case of, I don't know if you've seen Shrek, the DVD with the monster, and on the menu items in this DVD, you've got the donkey, and he's saying, pick me, pick me. Visibility, communicating, who you are by saying, pick me, look at me, aren't I glorious? That isn't going to get you noticed in the right way. You need to communicate who you are and what you can achieve, your contribution, in a very authentic way. And frankly, the best way is to have other people notice you and talk about you. So you need to be thinking, how can I give myself to other people? What committees could I be sitting on? What research groups should I belong to? What professional associations? How can I give my best to my profession, to my industry, to my company? This is about getting noticed, frankly, and about giving your best work and helping others. And when you do that, and you do a little more than your day-to-day 9-to-5 job, who has a 9-to-5 job anymore? You get noticed and people talk about you. It's a bit like being on the web and having a Facebook page or joining a membership group on LinkedIn. You notice the people who contribute. You notice the people who share and give of themselves, and you talk about them. You create referrals. So as well as your contribution, you actively need to be communicating that contribution by making sure that you communicate to new networks. You do need to increase your networking by giving away what you're really, really good at. There's a third C. The third C, I think, is character. So you have to have a character. You have to reveal a little something about yourself. You have to have some personality. So you have a contribution, you have a professional contribution to make that is about your job and the role that you build. You are sharing that contribution with a wider network than you have, and yes, it's going to take some time, but you're also revealing a little of yourself. Because when the company comes to find the next CEO, they're not going to go to the human resource department, pull out 150,000 resumes or Vitas or CVs and read who's going to be the next CEO. Not him, not her. Your name has to be on their lips. You have to be in that conversation. Who are they going to pick? They're going to pick someone who adds value. They're going to pick someone they know who is already adding value. And they're going to pick a character, someone who is different from everyone else. Yes, you can disagree, the fact that I like Linkin Park or heavy metal or punk rock music, but that's my character, that's who I am. I hope I have other values that you might hire me for. So speaking to you as an individual, and don't take this personally, but if you just think, I'm doing a great job, I should, my good work speaks for itself. No, it doesn't. Your good work gets filed. You do a good job, somebody will see the spreadsheet and the numbers that come out of your department. Oh, good job. Filed. No problems. You foul up, they're on you like a ton of bricks. So, you make a contribution. You wouldn't be in business if you didn't do a good job. You wouldn't have your current role if you didn't do a good job. You'd be out. But if you want to go to the next level, you've got to give more of yourself, more of your professional self to networks that will value that. And this is uncomfortable for some people, more of yourself. Who are you? Exactly. Who is this character? Tell us a little bit about the formative moments. Why do you believe that saving the world, sustainability, green issues are really important? Tell that story. That little story that when you were a kid, reveal something of yourself. Some people find that really difficult, that they want to separate me from my work. Forget it. Actually, this is a slightly different issue. People say I'm a different person at work than I am at home. It's just not true. But we do sometimes behave differently in the workplace to how we are at home. And I think that's a great mistake. I do think we need to be who we are, warts and all. Do you have this phrase? The good bits and the bad bits, the rock music, the punk rock music, and the professional skills that you might have. And then people will think, yeah, I'm willing to embrace that. I respect him or her for what they stand for. I think they're wrong, but they have an opinion, they have a point of view. And when you're thinking about promoting someone to a really responsible role, you want them to have an opinion, don't you? You want them to be able to defend that opinion, don't you? You're never going to appoint someone to the next level who is invisible, who is anodyne, who has no rough edges. You have to stand up for yourself. You have to stand out. And as uncomfortable as that may feel for some people, it's the only way. And the company isn't going to do it for you.